So when it comes to risk management and managing risk and some of the tools around that, there's managing investment risk, but there's also just managing life risk and things around life insurance. So do I have enough life insurance? Do I have too much life insurance? Do I have life insurance that's going to last long enough? Is it worth the amount of money I'm paying for it? So just making sure that you have the proper amount of life insurance for whatever your goals are and whatever your structure is. If you're a business owner, you might need more life insurance. If the business is your retirement and your wealth is locked up in the business and something happens to you, can we get the money out of the business now? So having life insurance and having the proper amount of life insurance as a business owner is very important. And it's one area that I find a lot of business owners they're very underinsured. Long-term care insurance. So do I need a policy? Can I afford to self-fund it and pay for it on my own? If I did buy a policy, what are the advantages and disadvantages of buying a policy? So talking through all that is really important, and we can help you do that. Medicare, signing up for Medicare, it's a whole ordeal. So probably having a professional help you do that is really important. Which plan should I choose? For instance, within life insurance, let's say you have insurance through your employer. Usually that's 1 or 2 times your salary. And it may sound like a lot of money, but if you pass away prematurely and you miss out on 20 or 30 years of saving into your 401k, that's a big deal for your family. So do you increase the coverage you have at work? Do you get something outside of your employer to supplement that? Does your spouse have life insurance at their office? So a lot of my clients, we try to max out maybe what they can get at work because it's usually a little bit cheaper than doing it outside. And usually you'll have a spousal policy on there as well, and then maybe you do the same for your spouse. But just making sure that you're maximizing your life insurance coverage within your employer is really important, having the correct coverage, and you may have to get some additional outside of that. For business owners, as it relates to life insurance, I think it's underused from the simple point of it's not super expensive usually to buy a term policy if you're healthy and depending on the coverage that you need, and it can really help solve a big risk if something happens to the business, something happens to you, and you aren't able to fulfill the growth of the business or whatever, and the life insurance can take the place of all that lost revenue and protect your family. When it comes to financial planning and transition, there's nothing more empowering than having a team that's dedicated to providing confidence and clarity. That's what we do.